Hi, Jason here. Amazing news. Chat GPT's API is now available. So if you're thinking of creating any kind of a software product where you would love to be able to integrate Chat GPT into it now to make it even better, you can do it, and it's really inexpensive as well. Also, they've opened up their Whisper model, which is for speech to text, and that API is open as well. So this is the announcement right here. I'll put a link to it underneath this video. And by the way, if you want to learn more about ChatGPT, there is a free community that you can join, and the link for that is also under this video. So let's take a little look. What they've done here on this page is give you some great examples of how it is already being used by some companies that you all have heard of in just a moment. And it's great because obviously they've been testing it out for a while privately with their businesses, and now we'll get to use it as well. So here's what it says. ChatGPT and Whisper models are now available on our API, giving developers access to cutting-edge language, not just chat, and speech-to-text capabilities. And it says here, this is really good too, through a series of system-wide optimizations, we've achieved 90% cost reduction for ChatGPT since its launch in December. We're now passing through those savings to API users. Developers can now use our open source Whisper Large V2 model in the API with much faster and cost-effective results. ChatGPT API users can expect continuous model improvements and the option to choose dedicated capacity for deeper control over the models. So some pretty deep stuff there. But look, here is some examples of people already using it. And this one is Snapchat. So if I just zoom in here, you can see what kind of thing that they've been doing. There's like a little example video here. And somebody's just typing in like, hi there, what can I help you with? Can you write a haiku about my cheese-obsessed friend Lucas? And then bang, there it is. So I'm not really, I mean, you can kind of see how that would be fun to use in a chat, you know, with your mate, just to quickly come up with some kind of fun haiku, which is by the way, I had to look that up, what on earth that was, because I really didn't even know, but it is in fact a Japanese poem of 17 syllables, in case you didn't know. So that's Snap, they were using it. And then here's another example. This is Quizlet, which is a global learning platform, 60 million students, and they're using it to help educate. And I think this is where the API is probably going to be used the most, because it's obviously incredible for this. But let's take a look at what goes on here. So it's saying, hey there, Quizlet is now using the power of API to help you study more effectively. Let's get started. And then it's starting to give them a quiz on biology. And the person was able to go and choose what they wanted a quiz on, Spanish phrases, psychology, and so on. And so we already know that we can do all this in ChatGPT, but integrating it into our own stuff was not possible until this moment. So that's Quizlet. And then we've got Instacart here. What are they doing? Let's take a little look. It looks like they're helping people to choose food. So here you go. What should I have for lunch? And then I guess they've already pre-done the answers, or they're about to give some kind of a description of what is a healthy lunch for kids. There you go. Look at that. Wow. I wonder what part ChatGPT played in all of that content. Maybe, you know, helping pick certain products. So that is a really deep use of the API right there to, you know, as we know, if you say to ChatGPT at the moment, can you give me, you know, 5 healthy foods that I can cook in under 20 minutes or something, it will give you that all listed out. What it looks like these guys have done is use it to produce the list of food, and then, you know, actually shows you where you can purchase it. So that's those guys. And then we've got Shop. Shopify's consumer app is used by 100 million shoppers to find and engage with the products and brands they love. So what are they doing? I guess it's probably just helping you find products. So it's using the API for that. So here we are. What's it saying? Hi, I'm your shopping assistant. How can I help you? Help me find a warm hoodie. Sure thing. Are you looking for a men or a woman's warm hoodie? So this stuff is great. I found a few options for you. So there it is. I mean, this is going to be huge in e-commerce. I think we're going to see so much more of this. There was already kind of chatbots for e-commerce, but they're very regimented. You know, you're creating every single possible answer. Whereas obviously with this, you're able to use the API to connect to Chat GPT and use its mind to come up with the right products based on the information that you've given it. So fantastic use just there. Next up, we've got Speak. Now, what are they doing? So Speak is an AI-powered language learning app focused on building the best path to spoken fluency. So this is quite cool. What are they doing here? Okay. So it's actually speaking this out. And it looks to me like it's basically you can just talk straight through. It types out what you're saying and then responds with the chat. So that's another good use. So pricing wise, let's talk about the pricing of the Chat GPT API. Like I said, super cheap. So the model that they're releasing today is the GPT 3.5 Turbo, which is now the default one that you use in Chat GPT itself. It was changed over a couple of weeks ago now. From which is now their legacy version, to this new turbo version. I've been using it extensively and it's really good. It's priced at 0.002 cents per 1,000 tokens, which is 10 times cheaper than their existing GPT 3.5 models. And it says also that it's our best model for many non-chat use cases. We've seen early testers migrate from Text DaVinci 003 to GPT 3.5 Turbo with only a small amount of adjustment needed. So that's great. And then it goes on to, you know, give some different examples. Talks about how they're improving their Chat GPT models all of the time. And I can see here as well, it's saying, for example, today we're releasing GPT 3.5 Turbo 0301, which will be supported through to June the 1st and will update 3.5 Turbo to a new stable release in April. So that's great news. So there you go. If you are a software developer, this is going to be fantastic news for you that ChatGPT has finally opened up its API. Going to be amazing. I think we're going to see, as users and consumers as well, we're going to see a lot of software starting to tap into this technology. And in the meantime, of course, you can use Chat GPT itself to go ahead and create content and do all of those amazing things that it can do without having to use APIs. So if you want to learn more about Chat GPT, then please do check out my free community underneath this video. You can just go click on there, go join in. It's a really good community. We're not doing it on Facebook either. We're doing it on the school platform. So there's no, kind of ads everywhere, or there's no distractions or anything. And there's some brilliant people in there already sharing great secrets of how they're using Chat GPT. Also, look out for other useful links underneath this video, such as chatgptdetectors.com, which will help you detect any AI created content in the event that you need to do that. That's it for this video. So there we are. Great news. ChatGPT's API is open. Thanks for watching. Do like this video if you found it useful, and please subscribe to my channel for more stuff about AI and ChatGPT internet marketing. All right, take care and have a great day.